Take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin the slide, say you gon' step by me.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victory. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. Goff. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 9 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Davis now to return it. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw on second down is Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Throwing on third. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. To the air again. Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, here's Gibbs. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And
he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bonnet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. He's got the connection to Cooper. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Pitts, 32 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Detroit getting set to go now. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Downs, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there from Marcus Mariota. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Kirk Cousins, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Pass incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. Powering forward. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Davis. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And now out comes Minnesota. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Pickett to throw on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4. Pickett. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Pickett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So out now come the Lions. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. After the interception, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Pickett. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First and 10, here's Pickett. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Slide for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
There he goes, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. Goff. And he finds Montgomery complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah,
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. This is caught. Touchdown! Nick Bowman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Finding Williams on the check down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And He's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Over the middle, caught by London. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll throw again with Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart and moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pickett to throw. Finding Cooper for a catch along the sideline. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Pickett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. There he goes left side. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win.